twice a week on DFO Live, and let's sink our teeth into this Stanley Cup Final matchup, John, and let's start with Edmonton. They are well known for their attacks off the rush, led by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Can they continue to be efficient in this area against the Florida Panthers, and how can Florida continue to be one of the best defensive teams in these playoffs?
Well, they're definitely going to face a team that has a phenomenal gap control. Guys like Forsling have done a phenomenal job throughout these playoffs. I think everybody talks about him now. He has become an absolute household name when it comes to up-and-coming elite defensemen. But you look at how they play as a whole. They pressure you to dump in at a higher rate. So that's going to be an element that Edmonton at times, not known for their scoring off the forecheck, has shown the opportunities to close quickly on teams when they go to break out. And when you're slow to the switch, they'll make you pay. So as we fire up these clips, we'll see what allows Edmonton to be so efficient off the rush. If you have bad gap, we talked about it last week, they will make you pay. And these are guys like Darnell Nurse jumping up. It's Corey Perry. If you collapse too much in the offensive zone, they will make you pay. If you are in hope mode on 50-50 pucks, not only does speed kill, but grind kills you. And when in doubt, they hold it, allow their guys to tag up, and then they'll press 3 deep under pressure on that forecheck, then they'll funnel. We'll pause here. Okay? Oh, no, sorry. This is the last place in chase. Sorry. And when you're sleeping at the switch, we'll let it roll. You cannot be sleeping on 97 when he's on the ice. Because if you go to the weak side on your breakouts, 97, low and slow, out of sight, out of mind, he will make you pay. What we'll see in these clips, what does Florida do in these situations? They have great gap, they reload, they get above pucks, and they force teams to dump more than anyone that made the Final Four. So here, Schneider's going to carry the puck, we'll let it roll, he's going to dump it in, and look at the reaction out of Barkov. He's already anticipating that weak side, he's well ahead. Watch these slick little chip plays. One little chip play here, Ekblad under pressure, little chip play there, they're gone. Goalie breakouts, key. You are slow to the switch, and I have trackers. Guys are slow on the line change. They are going to stretch the ice as quickly as possible. 100 feet as quickly as possible. You want to place and chase, no problem. Great gap. Kulikov was already skating forward. You got Lindell blocking, buying time and space. They don't go to the weak side. They come up the strong side, which is not what Edmonton wants. They want them to go to the weak side. And when in doubt, if a forward sees the puck first, he gets there, and Bennett, where do they go again? They counter by going up the strong side. So Edmonton won't be able to shrink that weak side the way they did against Dallas as much.
So before we get to the next set of clips, just quickly, if I'm dumbing down what the Florida Panthers do so well in their own end, it's almost like, and this is, it's going to sound like a knock against their defensemen, but it's not meant to be. It's almost like they're nameless, faceless, whatever it might be. Every guy's trying to do the same thing. Handle the puck as much as possible and chip it to the next guy that's up the ice, and that's kind of it. It's like, get the puck, handle the pressure that's coming down on you, and then move it as quickly as possible. Am I misreading it?
No, you're not misreading it. And if anything, they embrace that pressure because you're sucking a guy in, and you have other guys also slowing down the next second and third layers of pressure. So instead of having to exit 85 feet wide, they're saying, let's play 5 to 10 feet from each other, chip, and they're gone. So it seems like a team that really works on this situational hockey really consistently.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're interchangeable parts, which is why you can have Dmitry Kulikov come in and play well, which is why you can have, Oliver Ekman-Larsson after what he was asked to do all the heavy lifting. In Florida, it's been so much easier. But let's talk about that Florida counterpunch, because to me, I mentioned off the top of the show the ferocious forecheck and how difficult that's going to be to play against. That north-south hockey, which has been huge for them. When you took a look at their tape, you noticed that they counterattack against teams best during the cup run? How do they continue to be successful in that area? And what is the fuel for them to get there?
Well, again, previous clips, right? We show great gap. So we're going to see great gap, great sticks. And we're also going to see, again, to your analysis here, is that it's that next guy closest to the puck, the next guy that is the next option. And it's not overcomplicating things. It's underhandling pucks. And that's what allows for that counterpunch. And when in doubt, they will get on that forecheck and they will get you looking over your shoulders and making plays where you have to face your own goal line versus having your toes going north. And so let's fire up these first 4 clips and we'll see great examples of great gap, great sticks, great support all the way through. This was just a terrible read. It was a counter in the neutral zone, and it's just a quick up and it's under the bar. But look at Ekblad here. He shifts his weight over, long sticks at the blue. They're really good. Now, Forsling's ready to jump on any dump-ins or if Panarin gets this. Instead, it goes the other way, and now he's ready. And this was a pretty famous, or now famous, zone entry, and Forsling goes from support to middle drive up the ice. Again, they stretch the ice along the walls, which creates underneath speed, and look at all this space coming right through the middle. Kick it out, and they can score from range. So lastly, little chip outs, and they're good from a long range forecheck. 3 guys are up the ice as quickly as possible, and they make you make plays under duress. So how does Edmonton counter this stuff? Well, they've got to be equally as patient, but one of the things that they have really shown, Tyler, you would have been in the building, they only give up 10 shots, but one of the things is they're not beating themselves by giving up odd man rushes. In fact, in game 5 against Dallas, they had 0 odd man rushes against. Why? Because they're okay absorbing the rush, getting way back in their 1-2-2, and even if they can't kill plays at the blue, they'll kill the plays between the tops of circles and the blue line as a 5-man unit. So let's let these continue to roll here. So they're coming back, long sticks at the blue line. Steer the guy east-west. Watch, they always want to go to the third guy, Dallas. And even though it goes off his skate, they created 3 one-on-ones through the entry. 1-2-2. Forwards have the red, Ds have the blue. They don't have support. They sag back to the inside, and watch how quickly. Bang. 5 guys in the pick against 3. You're not getting beat. You're not giving up odd man rushes or odd man chances. Watch the switch and the communication here. Ekholm comes across. Janmark picks it off. Boom. It's gone the other way. And they're just very consistent. At times, you press 2-3. Bit of a bad read by CC here, but they're able to recover. Why? Because they're on the same page. And that's Connor McDavid not being puck focused, not rushing, but being quick to be accurate to take away any weak side options. So this is where I think we're going to see Florida embrace more place and chase than any other series.
Yeah, the place and chase, especially against certain Oilers defensemen, I think can work a lot better than others as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the matchup game works in this one. Should be a hell of a series. It's just a damn shame we got to wait 5 more days for this thing to get going. Frank?
John, before you go, need a pick from you.
I'm still going with Florida.
You can send back the Oilers Nation gear I sent you, and we will go from there, John. All right, good stuff as always. Appreciate the breakdown, John. We'll talk to you later in the week.
Yeah, see you guys.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Saravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.
And Muzz got mad at me, the coach, and he goes, Jesus Christ, why don't you just work 2 nines? And I went, okay.
Please never do that.
Yep. So.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 504 of Spittin' Chicklets, presented by Pig Whitney from our friends at New Amsterdam Vodka here in the Barstool Sports Podcast family.